Really, when I was born 4 years back, everybody had told that I will not grow up to even 4 feet. Other trees around me also gave up without any expectation that they would be taken well care of in that house. We always heard by the caretaker of the house that we had grown by mistake and we would be cut sooner or later. So we always felt that we are born out of a mistake and we perhaps have no right to be on their land. With the feeling that nobody owned us, we always felt that our end is going to be unexpected and hence we should be prepared for it any time. One lady, however, took care of us and watered us sometime. I heard her say many a times that even if we don't fruit, we will at least give oxygen and help in air purification. After 1 year, when I had certain fruits on my branches, she would keenly take care of them and often watch them growing every day in the evening just before sunset. No one in their family liked papaya, and it was she who had basically thrown various seeds to see if there can be any life. Hey, can we be friends? Why did you give us life out of nowhere? I wish I could talk to you. I wanted to say this many a times, but there could be no communication. A gap always remained. I wasn't ever understood, I felt. Oh, save yourself! You'll fall off! And hey, you did. Oh, she was getting onto my fruits once when she fell off. She literally screamed. I thought the world would tear apart. But someone was there in the form of her. That was what made me feel at home. I told other papaya trees also that at least she takes care of us. What would become of us was a different matter, but at the moment we are in peace and getting care. Then came winters. A tough time lied ahead. Not one came to water us. Either it was sunny or too cold. Lemon trees around us would make fun that now again we would be in support of the landowner. They thought we were blind in their praise. Look at me, I never fruit. I know these folks, they never bother. So why should I care to give them my service? I let sometimes bees enjoy my shelter, but that's an internal matter. Dureni avaram karma, buddhi yoga dhananjay, buddho sharanam anvich, kripanaha phalahitavaha. Action with a selfish motive is far inferior to this yoga in the form of equanimity. Do seek refuge in this equipoise of mind, Arjun, for poor and wretched are those who are instrumental in making their actions bear fruit. Bhagavad Gita chapter 2 verse 49. Lemon was always bent upon tit for tat. What did they do for us? However, it was true that we weren't really cared for. Winters were a hard time and not one human came out of the house to see us if we were well. Rather, I heard one of them say, "Oh, they are of no use, forget those trees." How we still managed to survive that harsh winter 2 years back was still a mystery to me. Then came sudden showers and Big Brother left us falling on ground. We nearly felt that even our end was close. Once the rains began, we started to get water and finally could grow again. I also felt that my branches were growing properly and I could finally have some space to my own self because earlier there was a feeling that the winters would kill us or sudden storm would tear us apart from the ground. There was no way we could expect anything from the landowner because they had not taken care of us during the winters. None of them came out to even see us or be bothered about us. We still had to follow what nature would provide us. Either it would be death or it would be growth. And both of these decisions were a part of nature. We definitely had no say in this matter except to be a witness. Lemon trees were brothers and they thought that they had a complete control over their fruition and growth. Sometimes I even felt that their negative attitude would lead to their own downfall. They always talked about bad things about the owner, thinking that they would not give any fruits to the owner and this will be the best answer to their not taking care of us. But I believed that what others do was beyond us. We could not do anything about it, but we could carry own actions with good intention. And by staying at a place, what we could do was carry out our own natural calls. There was nothing more we could do, and we did not tell anybody to give us birth in that place. All we knew that our death was certain on that land alone. I feel your pain. I know you want affection from the landowner and you want care from them, but you don't even have voice to call them that we are needing them at the moment. That is how we have been designed, and we have to remain that way. I told Lemon one day, feeling I should empathize. I try to control my pain a lot. Basically, I want to be just like you and the way you are. You are so cool and stable-minded at all the times. Sometimes I feel you don't even have any emotions. How are you so perfect? Not at all. My only attitude is that I can be a witness alone. That is all I know and believe. When there was winter, we were simply drying and withering, and we could not do anything about it. So when I could not do anything about my own situation, what can I do about the other person whom we expected to come and care for us? But papaya, we give them oxygen, we clean the air, we give them fruit. This means they also have some duties towards us, right? That's true. We all coexist and we all must care for each other. Perhaps their not coming to us was also some divine design that it had to happen that way. What can I say? Lemon was to follow what it believed, and I could not do anything about it. The next year, I had a good crop, and there were many fruits on my branches. Naturally, I got more attention than the lemon tree, because lemon tree has been in its attitude or its nature that it will not give anything to the owner, and now its own situation was not very good in the form of poor health. I do not know my health index as such, but I was quite happy that I had some good fruits this time. Having good fruits necessarily says that health of my body is good. My health was good, the fruits were good, the owner was happy, and even their health was good. What a beautiful cycle it became. But whether I'll have this good crop was not known to me beforehand, and I had no expectations either. Perhaps not knowing anything, like I did not know I would have a good crop beforehand, and doing what is possible is a way to go ahead every day. Things take shape gradually with time. Even if it is possible to accelerate some process, things would still take time naturally to ripen because they are in their own growing process. I had no control over my birth or the way I was growing. I had not decided that I would be born in that particular land or we would have those kind of landowners. We were not knowing anything. Getting attention at the time of a good crop was also something that happened out of my knowing. And even that was temporary. It was seasonal. Having no control, I have zero expectations.